gonna sew. It's been a while since I've sewed. So I have this little simplicity pattern for my niece. She's a size 4, but it has the dresses. You can make tops with it or shorts. We're gonna make the dress, but I don't know about the tulips. There's a pocket design. So that one right there has a pocket, so I think I'm gonna do the pockets. And I'm gonna do like a contrasting or a complementary material, whatever. But I think I've got enough of this material. I have this pattern for my nephew to make him a vest. I don't like these. I think I'm gonna do one of these. I think I like this one with the V, but I could also make him a tie or a bow tie. And look at how much of this material I got. I just ironed all of it. So I'm pretty sure I've got enough to make her dress and a vest for him. So, but we're gonna start with the dress. That's number 1. So to start off, I iron the pattern and then I go and I iron the material. So the intro video that I said I've already ironed it was before this. So this is me actually ironing it. I ironed all of that. It had been washed already and then just folded up and left. So I ironed it. That probably took the longest part. Just I ironed everything with my old Black & Decker iron. And the first thing, I tried something new on this. I tried French seams. I've never done those before. There's going to be a part 2 because this video is so long. And then, or just the process was so long, so many steps. So there will be another part. There will be a part 2 for the rest of this. I folded my material over, and since this is patterned, I ironed right down the seam between the 2 patterns, as close as I could get. I think the top is a little better, but this is fine. So got as close as I could get. I used my blanket clips to line the edge up, because this is the front, you put it on the fold. Now I'm just gonna cut out the front. Whew, I made it this far. One step at a time. So this is just where that's the interfacing and the back piece, just pictures of it. And then this is where I tried to figure out what color the pocket should be. My sister, I sent her them pictures and she said to choose the pink one because it would pop. So I'm working on my niece's little dress. Here's an update. It's been a couple hours. I started afternoon. I had to go over to my grandparents and borrow an ironing board because I don't have one. And then we had to choose. I sent my sister a picture of what she wanted the little pockets to look like. And then I found out I lost the pocket that came with the pattern that I just cut out yesterday. It's a new pattern cut out yesterday. So I went online and I printed a little pocket template. And I stitched it. This is what it looks like. This is awful. I think it's awful. But I have one on the dress already. I took the pattern. It had, if you're doing pockets, it has a little spot, and I marked it exactly where the top of the pocket should be on the little dress. So I have one pocket on there, but because it looked like this, they both looked like this with the stitching awful. In my little handy-dandy sewing thing, I had this, and this is binding for like a quilt or whatever. It's just a little binding. So I've been using that to go around the outside, and that's what the first pocket looks like. The other pocket's going to look pretty similar. This was a test run. But this dress will be done. I mean, it's a good sturdy pocket. I use this scallop looking stitch. I'm trying to do everything as best I can do. And I even got out some material and tried to do a test run with my tension and my spacing. So it started out, it was real gross, and then I used this. And so I've got it. We're going to put the other pocket on. So what I do, I take this and actually I put the folded edge inside. So I start and then I stitch along the pocket and then I get it and I stop. I put it on the dress, and I turn this, and I go down it. And then I turn it, and I go down it. And then I turn it, and go down it, and turn it. And then I get to right where I'm like at the end. I cut it off, and then tuck it under and stitch. So that's how I got this pocket on there. As you can see, I started here. Well, I did this first, went all the way around, came back, tucked it under, and stitched. And if this is gross, I have little buttons I can put on, but it's a functional tiny kid's pocket. But my sister chose the pink. I had a teal color and another lime green, but she was like, the pink will pop. Well, them stitches is gonna pop too, because that looks ridiculous. But I've never done a French seam. I'm gonna try to do a French seam, so none of this will be raveling. And then I got the coolest thing. I bought a bunch of these presser feet, not this one because it's little, but you can fold it, and I'll take a video of this. You can fold it and run your material down this, and you don't have to fold in, and it's gonna do a stitch up in there. But that's for the hem along the bottom. That's not for the, so the hem along the bottom. It'll take it and then it'll fold it like this, and you just stitch, and it's gonna stitch. I'm excited to do that, but that's gonna be the last bit. I've got to get the other pocket on, and then just I have my pattern. So I'm following a simplicity pattern. That's what I'm doing. So it is the Simplicity S9318, and it is just a little child swing dress. It also had shorts in it, and this could actually be cut off, and it has a line on the pattern to cut this off just to make a little dress, or a little top. This is the dress. This is the size 4 toddler dress. This is the front, and I'm putting the pockets on. But it has, this can be cut with the same pattern just to make a shirt. But I'm making the dress. That's what we're doing. So here is just some pictures. I really don't like these. I really don't like it, but it is what it is. So what I did, I made little dots from the pattern, and this is a little permanent marker, but it's going to be covered up so you don't have to freak out. Just the top of the pocket lines up, and I did that to this one. I already got one sewed on. So they just line up, and then I take my scallop, and I go all the way around. And so I put my trim over it to cover up my nasty stitch before. And then it just looks like this. And so I did this one already on top, so it's covered. And then when it comes around, so they're going to be symmetrical, because I started here, the tuck is over here. The tuck on this one's going to be on the inside. So this is just going to be sewed down, 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 and then up. And before I get, I'm going to tuck it and finish it. I'll show you when I get there. All right, so this is the second pocket. This one was the worst pocket. All right, so what I do, I got to the end. This was stitched on, so we had open. Then I started here, stitched. Now what I'm going to do to just finish it, I press it down. I'm going to pop this feller up here. Stick this under there. And I got to put my camera down. So I put my camera down so I can use my other hand. So I just tuck it under there, and I don't want this to pucker, so I got to be careful. Tuck it under, and then I'm just going to sew down. Please do not be mean about the sound of my sewing machine. I need to oil it, I know. Listen. So I'm just going to stitch down all the way to when it's finished. Hold on. I got it there, and we're just going to finish it. That's it. Oh, I don't like these pockets. I'm sorry, guys. One thing also about this material, you see right there, that's the end of the banana, and it's looking right there. That looks like dirt. So if you get around some of these, I look at it and I go, oh, is that dirt? No, it's the end of the banana print. And it's all over this thing. Like when they end in the, when the banana ends in the yellow, because I was ironing the material and I go, oh, there's dirt. It's not dirt. See right there where the banana ends in the yellow. But if you get to looking at it real quick, it looks like it's dirt on the yellow, but it's really not. So anyway, I'm finishing the pockets, and then I'm going to French seam step by step today. There's the two little pockets. So they're done on the dress, and I trimmed all this stuff off. That's what they look like. Yep.